We never really thought about Habitat or really knew anything about it. So we were living 2 streets down on Jefferson, and our brother-in-law, he made mention that the house they were living in was once a Habitat build. I'm like, what's that? You know, he's like, well, they help families that need help get homes, you know, and get on their feet and get stuff figured out, you know, just help them achieve their dream. I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then didn't think anything about it. And then after like a year and a half of looking for prospective homes, or at least land to build on, and going through different contractors and trying to make everything work out and working on our credit, it's just nothing was happening and nothing was panning out. And everything we were able to get just went off listings, and you know, so it was just, we got pretty disheartened that like we're never going to get a house.
With the homeowners, I'm the first person they contact when they're asking about the homeownership program, and to see them go through the application process, the waiting time, trying to figure out if they're going to be able to make it or not.
It was Ashley that kind of brought it back up, was the Habitat, because I think her mom made mention of it. But I was like, okay, let's look it up, and we applied for it, and I didn't really think of anything of it because I'm like, I've never really won anything in my life or really been chosen to do anything. But then Circe called us, and she's like, hey, let you know, it's like, you didn't get this house, but you're our next partner family. It's like, it's kind of crazy because it's, you know, that dream of home ownership was just, there it is.
Sometimes they bring in the application and they're still pending things, so I'll have to send it back and say, no, you're missing stuff. And they finally get through the committee and all that interview process, and I get to call them back and say that they have been accepted to be partner families. I make a phone call and I can hear their voices crack and filled with joy, so at the same time, and that's a pretty sweet feeling.
It was funny because we were driving, and it was just, I don't know if I was having a good or bad day, and it wasn't a fantastic day, but I just remember after she gave us that call, it was like, man, just everything changed. Tommy went out with me a few days to help on a build for the Aztec home. I mean, they're enthusiastic about it. You know, the fact that they know that we're getting a house, like, hey, when are they gonna, they ask us every week, when are they gonna break ground on the house? We're gonna start building the house? Like, this year. So we're gonna get it done. We're gonna start it this year, so. And just the fact that that realization's hitting home for them is just, it's great to see them be as excited, if not more excited than us, you know, and it's just, because they know we're gonna be in a home. It's gonna be, it could be our forever home, you know, we're gonna have our own place, because the older kids have moved so many times. And the younger kids are too young to really notice or know any difference, but it's really just giving them that consistency. That, I mean, when I was a kid, I grew up in the same house. Kind of hit me hard. I'm like, there's so many memories in that house, and that's the same thing I want my kids to have. You know, just be able to come home. That home was like, that's our house. Every time we drive by, I'm like, that's my house. So I don't want them to be able to say the same thing. It's like, oh, that's a house we lived in. That's a house we lived in. It's like, no, that's my house. You know what I mean? And just have that ownership and that pride that comes along with it. So, yeah. Hi. Yeah? You excited for the house? Yeah, I'm excited.